All right, let's talk about talent. We all say the word, but are we really thinking about it like a CEO would? Today, we're going to dive into a major strategic shift, one that moves us away from that constant, endless cycle of hiring and firing and toward what actually builds a strong, lasting organization. Let's get into it. And boom, right off the bat, the source hits us with this. It's such a great question, isn't it? It just makes you stop and think. Is our whole approach to talent just about filling empty seats as fast as possible? Or is there a bigger, much more strategic game we should be playing? Let's unpack what that game really looks like. So our first big strategic move is all about rethinking retention and rewards. You know, it's about getting past that initial high of the hiring frenzy and really digging into the foundation. How do we keep the incredible people we already worked so hard to find? And this right here, this visual just nails the problem. So many companies are stuck in what you could call the acquisition trap. It's like being on a hamster wheel. You're just hiring and hiring, but you're not actually getting anywhere. The real strategic move is to focus on retention. It's about building deep roots so your best people want to stay, instead of you constantly scrambling to replace them. It's all about being proactive, not reactive. Okay, so here's the crucial part. Getting the right talent in the door, that's just step one. A real strategy, and this is what our source is getting at, has to immediately tackle retention. And what are the two biggest pitfalls, the two main reasons people walk out the door? One, being part of an overhired, bloated team where no one feels valued, and two, simply being underpaid. If you can fix those two leaks, you're already way ahead of the game. Wow, this quote just is so direct and so powerful. It really gets to the heart of being honest with your team. I mean, using performance issues as a cover when the real reason for layoffs is just cutting costs, that absolutely destroys trust. Being transparent, even when the news is tough, is a non-negotiable part of a real talent strategy. So instead of demoralizing your entire team with dishonest cuts, the source suggests a much tougher but way more honest approach. Before you even think about cutting people, you cut costs. You scrutinize that IT budget. You trim all those miscellaneous expenses. You take a hard look at what you're paying brand new hires. These are the difficult questions a real leader is willing to ask first. Now for the second big idea, authentic engagement. You know, it's so easy to throw around words like company culture, but how do you actually build it? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's all about action, not just empty words on a poster. Here is such a brilliant and honestly simple idea. When a customer absolutely raves about your company, don't just send them a thank you. Dig deeper. Find out who on your team created that amazing experience, and then reward them. This creates this incredible feedback loop that reinforces the exact behavior you want to see more of. It's genius. And the source makes a really fascinating point about company events. You know the ones. The key insight here, let networking just be networking. The whole point is for people to make genuine connections. That means you've got to resist that urge to overcomplicate things with packed agendas or forced fun. Keep it simple, keep it authentic, and let real relationships actually happen. And all of this, it brings us to our final and I think most profound shift in how we think. It's time to embrace what the source calls CEO thinking, which is all about seeing talent not as some frantic race to the finish line, but as a long-term journey. I absolutely love this distinction. We're always glorifying faster growth, right? But what if it's just a race? True, sustainable development happens on a learning curve. And yeah, that might be slower, but that slower pace, that should be respected. It should be nurtured. It's not a weakness. It's where the real learning happens. Let's just let that sit there for a second. You never learn in a race. Think about it. In a race, you might learn how to run faster than the person next to you, sure. But you don't learn the deeper lessons, the strategy, the collaboration, the real art of leadership. Winning isn't the same as learning. So, at the end of the day, this is what CEO thinking is all about. It's a fundamental shift in mindset. It's moving from asking, how can I win, to how can others win with me? It's about building an entire ecosystem of success, not just standing on the podium all by yourself. That right there is true leadership. And so that's the final question we're left with, the one to ask ourselves. In our careers, in our teams, in our own companies, are we just racing to win, or are we actually taking the time to learn how to lead? Thanks for watching.